Hello students, welcome back to the class. So the last class we have discussed about the important functions of political systems in India. Okay, and in this class we will discuss about anti-defection law. What is meant by anti-defection law? Okay, we will discuss in this point. Okay, so this is a new topic. Okay, now come to the point here, defection. First of all, if you wanted to know what is called anti-defection law, if you wanted to know about the anti-defection law, first it is very important to know what is meant by defection. Defection means what? Can you guess it? What is meant by defection? Defection is nothing but if one person from one political party, if he joins in any other party, then that is called as defection. If one person from one party, if he joins in any other party, then that definition is called as defection. So why he joins in any other party? Due to some advantage, okay, due to income or some positions. So sometime what will happen in the political system, normally this is a case that one person from one political party oftenly will join in any other political party, that is called as defection. Okay, now come to the point. So if one person is joining in from one party, if he joins in other party, then what will happen? This cause instability of that political system, and political system will not develop properly. Okay, so they cause lot of instability in the political system, and this can lead to instability in the even parliament system also. That's why the government of India have made some law that is called anti-defection law. No person can move from one party to another party to get an advantage. Okay, so there are some conditions which are laid by the central government, have laid some condition, parliament have laid some conditions. So what are the conditions are there, we will discuss that. Okay, that is one point. Now come to the point here, first one. According to the 52nd Amendment Act 1985, this act was first passed in 1985. 52nd Amendment Act, it was passed in 1985. This act is saying that they will make disqualify for those persons as a public representative will be disqualified either from the parliament or state legislative assembly if he is defection from one party to another party. Okay, so that person will be disqualified from the parliament or legislative assembly if a person is defecting from one party to another party. So what will happen if one person will join in any other party for his benefits, he joins, but the problem is that political system or that political party can cause instability. Okay, so that's why this a law was created, and this law was made, 52nd Amendment Act, according to which this law was created in 1985. Defection law was made already in 1985. So according to this law, any person if he joins from one party to another party, okay, for his benefits, if he joins from one party to any other party for his benefits, then he will be disqualified from the member of parliament, and he will be disqualified from the member of state legislative assembly also. This is one point. Now amendment this amendment is popularly called as anti-defection law. So this is popularly called as anti-defection law, means against defection this law was created. So if anybody wanted to create any particular political instability, if they cause the political party, if they create instability in that political system by joining from one party to another party, then that is called as anti-defection law. To control this, there are many laws were implemented in the constitution. First law already it was started in 1985, but some changes were made in the middle. Okay, so there are many laws were implemented, and every person have to follow this point. This act further strengthened with 91st Amendment Act 2003. Just now I said that this act was even strengthened in 2003. 2003 some more points were implemented and some more points were included in this act according to 91st Amendment. Okay, according to 91st Amendment in 2003, okay, they made some changes in the defection law. They have included some extra points in the defection law. So who are the member of parliament and state legislative assembly, without having any reason they should not join from one party to another party. If they are joining from one party to another party, what is the main problem? Is they are causing instability and insecurity of that particular party. Okay, this is one point. Next, I'll go forward. Now, here if you see anti-defections, this anti-defection was added in 10th schedule. In 10th schedule, when you are saying this anti-defection is completely added in the constitution. Okay, now we'll study about some of the character of anti-defection law. What are the important character of anti-defection law? What are the important features of anti-defections law? We'll study. Okay, first one is disqualified of the members who are joining, who are belonging to any other political party. These members will be disqualified if they will not follow these 4 points. Okay, in defection law, if any person is not following the 4 points, they will be disqualified. What is the point? See, first, joining in any other party. Okay, if you join in any other party, then they will be disqualified. When you are belong to that particular party, be in that particular party. If you are joining in any other party after election, that person will be disqualified. Resign. Okay, that person have to give resignation from the particular party. If he is joining any other party, then also if he resigning the party, then also he will be considered as defections. Okay, if he is resigned from the political party, suppose he belongs to that political party, from that political party, suppose in the middle, if he resigned, okay, after election if he resigned, then that person is creating an anti-defection. If he avoid to vote, suppose a particular person is there, his political party, his own political party is asking him some directions, they are giving him direction, but he is not following the direction. The political party asking him to vote, his own political party asking him to vote, being a member, suppose if he is not following the direction, if he is not voting, he is not obeying the directions of the political party, then also he will be treated as defection. So he is not following the order of, he is going towards anti-defection. Okay, against defection he is going. So defection. Now come to the point. Second point is disqualifications of independent members and nominated members. So what are the conditions where the independent members and nominated members can be able to disqualified? We'll study here. Children's nominated members. Now independent members, whenever they are contesting, they will contest independently. Independent members means whenever the parties which are not joining in any recognized party, when a candidates are not joining in any recognized party, when he is contesting the election independently, then he is called as independent party. He is from independent party. Suppose when a candidates are joining in the recognized party, like Congress party, BJP party, BSP party, there are many parties which have their name. Okay, these parties are recognized at national level, state level. If any parties are not joining in recognized party, then that party is called as independent party. When any party will contest elections independently, then that also independent party only. So independent party, when the independent party will be disqualified, so independent parties are either from the parliament or either from the state legislative assembly. If they try to join in any other party after elections, independent party should not join. Before election, if they wanted before elections, then they have to decide before elections only. After completely elections, after elections, when independent party already he declared that he is an independent party. After election, if he joins in any other party, then this independent party will be disqualified and it will be considered as a defection. He will be disqualified. So this is one point. Next thing is nominated members. Suppose any nominated members of particular party in the parliament or either state legislative assembly will be disqualified when he joins in other party after completing elections for 6 months. Elections completed. After completing elections after 6 months, when any person try to join in any other party, then also he is going towards defection. Okay, he will be disqualified from being a part of either parliament. If he is a member of state legislative assembly, he will be disqualified. Any nominated members, when already he nominated, when election is completed, after election when he try to join in any other party for his profit, then that is considered as defection and that person will be disqualified from the member of parliament. If he is a member of state legislative assembly, he will be disqualified from the member of state legislative assembly. Particularly after completing elections, no person should try to join in any other party or no independent candidate should join in any other party. So this is the rules of defection. Okay. So once again we'll discuss what we have studied completely here. Now we can find there are many cases in Karnataka. Recently there are many cases where some group of MLAs, okay, Karnataka, and even in Madhya Pradesh also we can find a group of MLAs. What they have joined in other party, which can cause insecurity for that ruling party. The ruling party was completely collapsed. Okay, so in Madhya Pradesh what happened? The Madhya Pradesh condition was there was already a party which was ruling, Congress party. So after when the party was ruling, so suddenly what happened? 22 MLAs they decided to join in the hand of BJP party. Okay, so Shivraj party. So when they have joined in that party, suddenly what happened? Due to that point, the Congress party was collapsed. So by this defection, what will happen? It can cause insecurity to the ruling party. Same situation took place in Karnataka also. In Karnataka also there are same situation which have taken place. There are some group of MLAs that are trying to join with other party. So this is against law. After elections, no political party should join. Or independent candidates, when he declared that he is an independent candidate after election, he should not join in any other party, or a nominated person should not join in any other party after election after completing 6 months. Okay, that is one point. Now once again I will explain that character of this anti-defection. This is about recapitulation. So 52nd Amendment Act 1985 explains about disqualification of the public representative on the ground of defections from one party to another party. So 52nd Amendment Act 1985 says that a person from one party to another party, if a person joins from one party to another party, then he will be disqualified as a member of parliament. He will be disqualified as a member of state legislative assembly if he joins from one party to another party. This is the first point. Second point, when we are talking this amendment popularly called as anti-defection law. Which amendment? This amendment. Okay, 52nd Amendment 1985, which is popularly called as anti-defection law. The person from one party should not join in any other party. If this will happen, then what will happen? The government will not function, democracy will become very weak. With simple reasons, imagine if political parties are joining in with any other party, then what will happen? This cause instability. Next, this act has further strengthened with 91st Amendment 2003. So this 52nd Amendment was further strengthened into 91st Amendment 2003. Some changes were made in this act, some extra points were added. So everybody, the member of parliament and legislative assembly should follow all the points. Even some other points were included according to 91st Amendment 2003. Okay. So this is one point. So anti-defection law was added in schedules, 10th schedule. Okay. So first, which was 52nd Amendment 1985. This is act explains about the anti-defection law, and this also 91st Amendment 2003, some other points were included. This is also anti-defection law, and this was included in which schedule? 10th schedule. Next, come to the point, how the person can be disqualified if he joins in any other political party. So suppose a person can be disqualified if he joins any other party, he will be disqualified. If a person resigns from that particular party, then also he will be disqualified. If he avoid to vote, if the political party, if his own political party is giving direction to him, and suppose if he is not following the direction, then also what will happen? He is going against direction of vote, then he will be removed from the member of parliament and legislative assembly. When you are joining in any political party, you have to follow the direction of political party. If you are not following the direction of political party, then parliament can take action upon you as a defection. Okay, next, second important disqualification of independent members are independent members already independent. First of all, the candidates which never join in any other recognized party, that candidates were called as independent party. The candidates which are joining in any political party, they were recognized party. BJP and Congress are the recognized party, TRS, TDP, Jagan Mohan Reddy party. So whatever the party, YSR, Congress party, all these parties are recognized party. But the candidates which contest independently, then that candidates were called as independent candidates. So after elections, suppose after conducting election, he won the seat. He won the seat from the particular constituency. After conducting election, suppose if he won and if he try to join in any other party for his benefit, then he will be disqualified. Okay, he is going against the law, so he will be disqualified. So in one case, when you are an independent candidate, either before you have to join, if you wanted to join in any other party before you join, okay, before, if you can recognize, if you wanted to join with recognized party before election, you can able to join. But already when you have declared that you are an independent party, so after declaring independent party, you cannot contest elections. Okay, you can means after elections you cannot join in any other party. Nominated parties, nominated members also, when you are nominated from the particular party, you have no right to join in any other party. So when nominated members are joining in any other party after elections for 6 months, then they will be disqualified. So these are nothing but defection, children. Okay, so we have studied about defection. Okay, so all this what are the amendments we have studied about defection and all. Okay, next class we will continue the same topic about anti-defection law. Okay, thank you, children.